Hey, good morning. It's the Playhouse 194.0 and Amy K in the 194 Morning Playhouse as we pull a TRQ, a totally random question out of the box of totally random questions. And today's TRQ. Well, this one's going to hurt some feelings, I think. What is something that is totally overrated in your opinion? That's the totally random question today. What is something that is totally overrated in your opinion? Now, if somebody says something that you love and adore, it's an exchange of opinions. Don't get all offended.
Are you talking to someone individually right now?
No, just everybody.
Okay.
No, I'm just setting people up to just be, it's okay. It's okay. What's something that you think is kind of overrated, but everybody else seems to like? Amy K.
So I also like it, but how popular it is just ridiculous. And that's what's making me almost embarrassed to have it because everyone's blowing it out of proportion. Stanley Cups.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, I'm very confused. But
I have one.
Confused.
I love it. It keeps my drink cold. It's wonderful. But now it's blown up like crazy. And I think people give you dirty looks if you have one now. Oh, you jumped on that? Girl, I had it for over a year.
You have had yours for a long time. I learned about them from you, actually.
Yeah, and now it's crazy. And I feel like I get dirty looks anytime I bring it anywhere.
There are a lot of very similar cups that do essentially the same thing. And the tumbler that everybody wants, I would say that is... You can get that from a million different brands and arguably better ones. Like the actual honest-to-goodness Stanley thermos that your grandfather would bring to a construction site and keep his soup or coffee warm for the entire day. And you would put a whole pot of coffee in that thermos, and he would drink on that all day. Now that's because it's vacuum sealed. It stays warm for a long time. This is just any other tumbler.
I will say that every cup has gone through that. Yetis.
Uh-huh.
I got one. What's the Hydro Flask? I got one.
I love that you have all these things that you're like, overrated, but I have 12.
I did. I bought all those other ones, but I was ahead of the Stanley cult, I felt like. And now it's too popular, and I'm embarrassed to lug it around.
I agree with you on that one. Super overrated. I'll give you something a little different, though that one crossed my mind, too. Netflix, there's nothing on there. We all pay for it. It's like the go-to streaming service everybody pays for. There's nothing on Netflix. Netflix sucks.
You got to watch The Trust.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's like reality show, kind of like Survivor. Everyone is a winner, and they all can get in on the trust, but they have to stay there. I don't know how long they're there. A couple weeks. But people start slowly voting people out of the trust. It's good. It will get you hooked.
Well, and that's the thing with Netflix. It pretty much stinks. But once every other month or so, there's something that people are like, oh, have you seen that? That's pretty good. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll pay for it again. I have let that thing lapse and re-signed up so many times I can't even count.
Once, though, didn't you say last week they're upping the price and they're getting rid of the one with no ads? I told Steven, once we start getting commercials, I may get rid of it. That's why I like Peacock, no commercials.
Also overrated.
No, that one's good.
The only thing we ever watched on your account was Harry Potter.
I'm trying to think of what else. The Traitors, similar to The Trust on Peacock. So good. You got to watch that one.
What's something you think is super overrated? 237, it's text 35270. Everybody else seems to like this, but you're like, yeah, why?
Yeah, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this, but I think Nutella is the most overrated thing that it's supposed to be like a chocolate hazelnut spread, right?
Sure.
There are no nuts in Nutella. There's no hazelnuts in it. I just think it's like made out of just oils and fat ingredients, and people are obsessed with it, and there's so many better products out there that taste so much better. I just think it's the most overrated thing.
So kind of like how there's creamy peanut butter and chunky peanut butter, you would like chunks of hazelnuts inside your Nutella. Almost like what's that fancy candy that I can't pronounce that we only buy at Christmas time?
Ferrero Rocher, whatever.
Is it Ferrero Rocher? Is that? I don't know how you say it.
Ferrero Rocher.
It's those weird little chocolate hazelnut balls that we only buy about Christmas time because they're overpriced. Also overrated. Make them cheap and I'll buy them year round.
I did look because I thought she was serious that there is no hazelnuts in Nutella. There's approximately 50 hazelnuts per jar.
It really? It's just ground up pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think it's just like creamy peanut butter. It's creamy Nutella.
What is something you're like, you know what? This is highly overrated. 237-8. You can shoot a text 35270 T-Swift. That's Cruel Summer, Y94, 5:53 in the morning. It's Playhouse, Y94. The totally random question. What is something you think is highly overrated? What we seen there, Amy K.
Someone said crop tops. I want the whole shirt, and I agree with that one.
Those are popular, too.
Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I really love crop tops. But there are other times when you're looking through something, you're looking through all the clothes, you find one you like, and you're like, yes. And then you look, there's no bottom half. It's a crop top again.
Why are those so prevalent right now, especially given is this good weather for a crop top?
No. Even in the summer, I like wearing them sometimes. But then there are other times where you're like, with these types of pants, I'm going to have a muffin top. No way.
Boy, thank goodness there's not such a thing for men. Honestly, all my stuff fits me in such a way that it kind of looks like I'm wearing a little baby crop top. Just put my arms up, all of a sudden it's like, there's his belly.
Do you remember when male rompers were a thing?
For that brief second of time, yes.
What if male crop tops became a thing?
Nope. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's sort of overrated. Hello.
I think that bacon is overrated. I think it smells. I think it tastes gross. I don't know why everybody loves it.
Bacon?
It's so gross.
Ugh.
It's so disgusting, and it smells up the entire house or restaurant, wherever you go to eat it. You stink like it for hours. It's gross. I hate it.
I do like me some bacon. It's always kind of crazy, though, when you stumble into that person that's grossed out by it.
I love bacon, but I kind of get where she's coming from. There's bacon soda, bacon-flavored candy, things like that might be a little too much.
Well, you could always have turkey bacon or bacon bits or something. There's other forms of bacon.
If I'm having bacon, I want regular bacon.
Nice pork, greasy bacon. Do you like a crispy bacon or kind of a chewy bacon?
So crispy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. Kind of almost burned.
Yeah, Steven likes it chewy.
How do you guys even make this relationship work?
We do. He made me bacon on Sunday, so it worked out perfect. He took some pieces out early ahead for himself, let the others cook. Yeah. And then he saved me all the crispy pieces.
So he removes a couple of gooey ones for himself, and then he finishes yours off.
Yes, but I don't know how he likes those gooey pieces. Ugh.
Overrated. You don't understand why everybody likes it but you. What are you seeing there, Amy K?
AirPods, they're way too expensive earbuds, and they're just wireless. And someone else said Oreos. Oh, my God. Yeah, they're great. But really, I don't need crushed up Oreos in every single food item that comes off an assembly line. Recently, my kid needed antibiotics, and I kid you not, one of the flavors was cookies and cream.
That's so weird.
But that would get you to take your medicine.
It probably would. I do think it's interesting that cookies and cream is even a flavor, because really, let's just call a spade a spade. It's an Oreo. It's Oreo flavored. It is not cookies and cream. It is Oreo.
Maybe because is it just because they can't use the name?
Probably, but come on. Somebody should be suing you.
Oreo should just let everyone use it. Their name would be everywhere.
Well, it's kind of like that first version of Mickey Mouse now is public domain. At what point can we just call it Oreo flavored?
Hopefully soon.
How long have they been around? Was it 70 years after the creator dead?
Is
something
that
like that
what it is?
About.
Mickey Mouse has been around for that long?
Mickey Mouse has been around a long time, man.
Jeez.
What's kind of overrated? Hello?
Hey, Amy Schumer, I think, is totally overrated.
Just don't think she's very funny or what?
Yes, I feel like everyone and their mom loves her. Oh my gosh, Amy Schumer gets me. But I feel like she repeats jokes all the time, and there's only so often I can hear her joke about, oh, I'm overweight and ugly, love me. It gets old so quick.
Remember that 2-year span where she was super popular, but basically just managed to keep releasing the same movie over and over again?
Yeah.
The stories were all the same.
I just heard Amy, and I got really nervous at first.
Amy K.
Yeah.
Man, can you after a day off?
That's what I come back to.
Being all bedridden because you had a bad cold, you crawl your butt back into work, and then someone says you're overrated. That hurt.
That's all I heard. And then once I heard Schumer, I had relief.
Your face did look a little horrified at first. I was like, man, is she a
thought,
Schumer fan?
No, not really. She's okay. She's in some new commercial now. What is it?
I see
her
seen
all
her in
over.
forever.
It might be for feminine products for that time of month, I think.
Ride those wings all the way to the top of the mountains. What's she gonna do?